Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina Machado met with President Trump for the first time at the White House yesterday and gifted him her Nobel Prize.
And then she sat down exclusively with our Rachel Campos-Duffy. And Rachel joins us now. Rachel, I know you've had a relationship with her for a long time. It's so great that she gave you this exclusive interview. And it's phenomenal because she just broke news by giving the Nobel Peace Prize to Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, first of all, good morning to all of you. This was her very first interview since the
Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina Machado met with President Trump at the White House for the first time yesterday and presented him with her Nobel Peace Prize. In an exclusive interview with Rachel Campos-Duffy, Machado expressed her gratitude for the opportunity to speak with Trump, emphasizing that she represented the Venezuelan people and their appreciation for his efforts in promoting freedom not just in Venezuela, but across the hemisphere. She described the meeting as a capture
of Nicolas Maduro.
Wow.
And as you know, the vice president of Nicolas Maduro's vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, has been working with the administration, and they said she's been good to work with. So this meeting that she had just prior to my interview with the president and with Marco Rubio was a very high-stakes meeting for her, and she met the moment. Watch.
Maria, you just left the White House. How did it go?
It go very well.
When asked about her purpose in meeting with Trump, Machado explained that she wanted to convey her profound trust in the Venezuelan people and their admiration for U.S. values. She stressed that Venezuelans love America, share its principles, and aspire to democracy, justice, and freedom. Machado highlighted that the Venezuelan people see hope in Trump's actions for their country and that her goal was to ensure he knew how much support there is.
Very well. I'm very grateful for the opportunity I had to speak with President Trump, something I've been looking forward for a very long time. It was a huge responsibility because I did it on behalf of the Venezuelan people that appreciate so much what he has done for not only the freedom of the Venezuelan people, but I would say the whole hemisphere.
The conversation turned to the Nobel Peace Prize. Despite the committee's rules against transferring the prize, Machado chose to give it to Trump because she believed he deserved it. She described it as an emotional gesture, inspired by history. 200 years ago, General Lafayette presented a medal to Simon Bolivar during George Washington's era, symbolizing the fight for freedom. Machado framed her gift as a continuation of that legacy, honoring Trump for his role in promoting liberty.
What was your purpose when you went in there? Did you have a mission? Did you have something you wanted to accomplish when you were in this meeting, in this lunch with the president?
Yes, certainly. First of all, I wanted to share with President Trump my profound trust in the Venezuelan people. And I told him that, please trust the Venezuelan people. We are people that love the United States of America, that share values, that admire the strength.
Machado also discussed the future of Venezuela, declaring that freedom was coming. She said she aims to serve the country wherever she is most useful and has a mandate to continue her work, despite the risks she has faced, including threats to her family. She expressed confidence that one day she will be elected as Venezuela's first woman president when the timing is right, emphasizing her commitment to transforming the nation into a place of dignity.
Of your institutions that want to live with democracy and dignity and justice and freedom. We want to have our children coming back home and work together for the security of the whole hemisphere. And I wanted to convey this to him and for him to know how much support and hope there is today in Venezuela regarding what he's doing in our country.
In spite of the Nobel Prize Committee saying that you couldn't transfer your Nobel Prize to anyone, especially President Trump, you did today. Why did you do that?
Because he deserves it. And it was a very emotional moment. I decided to present the Nobel Peace Prize medal on behalf of the people of Venezuela. And I told President Trump where I found.
In addition to the Nobel Peace Prize, Machado gifted Trump a rosary. She explained that throughout her campaign and even after being taken from Venezuela, Venezuelans had given her thousands of rosaries as a sign of protection and faith. She carried 7 with her during a particularly dangerous escape and presented one to Trump, after having them blessed by the Pope. Rachel Campos-Duffy highlighted the symbolic importance of these gestures, noting how Machado honored Trump for his contributions to Venezuela.
Also inspiration to do that. And it happens that 200 years ago, General Lafayette gave Simón Bolívar, Venezuela's liberator, a medal bearing the face of George Washington. And it was in tribute to Bolívar's fight for freedom in the continent. And Simón Bolívar kept that medal with him until the rest of his days. So 200 years later in history, the people of Bolívar are presenting to the Washington's heir in retribution, in this case a medal, that's the Nobel Peace Prize medal, for what he's doing to liberate Venezuela and for freedom in the Americas.
Maria, what's next for Venezuela?
Oh, freedom. Freedom. That's what's going to come for us. Not only that, but we are going to have a country that will be, I always say, the envy of the world.
Do you want to be the president of Venezuela?
I want to serve my country where I am more useful. I got a mandate, and I have that mandate very present every day. It has meant taking huge risks and paying very high costs, not only for me, but also for my family and our teams. But I do believe that, there's a mission, and we are going to turn Venezuela into that land of grace. And I believe I will be elected when the right time comes as president of Venezuela, the first woman president of Venezuela.
Rachel?
Yeah, look, she is an elegant woman, and the manner in which she presented that Nobel Peace Prize is as important as the medal itself. Here she was, Simón Bolívar, the liberator of Latin America, and then 200 years, had that medal with the face of George Washington that he carried with him everywhere. And here she was giving a different medal to the new liberator of the Americas. It was an...
The interview concluded with anticipation for more details. Machado's visit and gifts were described as powerful symbolic acts of gratitude and hope. Rachel teased additional segments of the 45-minute interview, including Machado's advice to oil executives and her message to war-weary, skeptical Americans. Overall, the meeting was portrayed as historic, emotional, and significant in recognizing Trump's role in Venezuela's political transformation.